Hello Libras, and welcome to your general energy reading. This is a general reading, which means it cannot and will not resonate with everybody. If it doesn't resonate, check out your moon and your rising. Those might have messages for you. If none of them resonate, I don't know what to tell you. I guess they're just not for you. Okay, I'm going to start this reading pulling one of these cards. These are all major arcana, so we're going to get an idea of what the theme is for your reading. With the major arcana, I'm not going to take a reversal in this, so... We have the Tower. Oh my God, what is going on? Okay, I just finished Virgo's reading. This is like the 5th reading I've done today that has a Tower in it. So there's just a lot of tower energy, it sounds like, going on in the collective for a lot of the signs, all right? So you guys are not the only ones. This is wild. I keep seeing the Tower come out. I'm like, what is happening? So Tower moments. I know, not fun. But they are necessary, you know. When the Tower happens, when things fall apart, that's when we get to rebuild. You know, you can't build a new house. There's a random card in here. You cannot build a new house on top of the old one. You got to tear it down, then you get to build a new one. So allow the Tower to work for you. Do not try to fight with it. Surrender to it. It'll go a lot easier. Okay, but let's see what else Spirit has for my Libras to help with this Tower. Interesting. Okay. Oh my word. All right, you guys. I swear I'm having deja vu with other people's readings right now. Okay. Actually, this came out before the double. All right. So I will get a few clarifiers since not a lot of cards came out. But we have 10 of Wands, burdens, all right? Temperance in reverse is a lack of balance. There is something that is very out of balance, whether that is your thoughts and your emotions are out of balance, or if it's your masculine and feminine energies that are out of balance. I don't know. That you'll have to decide for yourself what it is out of balance. Maybe it's relationships are out of balance. Maybe it's work and family out of balance. Figure it out for you, what resonates with you. Okay, the Devil is a card of illusions, all right? It's trickster energy. It's eluding us to and getting stuck in ideas that aren't real. So whatever the illusion is for you, and it's also a card of addictions, these types of things. I like to think of it as a way, where am I in delusions with myself? You know, where do I not see my greatness? The Devil doesn't want you to actually see how powerful and amazing and capable you are. So he gives you illusions to make you think that you're not. He gives you illusions to make you believe, so you don't believe in your greatness. So coming out of the illusion of where our greatness is. So this energy here, especially with the Tower, it just feels like the Libras are going to be moving through some shit in the next little while, okay? We're dropping burdens. You got to come into balance, and you got to get rid of some of these illusions, all right? Because this is what's propelling this Tower moment. But what's beautiful about the Tower is I think when it finally happens and this crash occurs for you, it's actually going to propel all that. Like, you're going to be dropping those burdens when that Tower falls. The Tower is asking you to get into balance, all right? If you're not in balance, this Tower moment's going to be a hell of a lot more uncomfortable for you. If you can get into a balanced state, you're going to be able to move through those energies quicker, and dropping this illusionary energy that tells us that we're not amazing, because we are, which means you're capable. You are completely capable of whatever is pushing this Tower. But I'm definitely going to clarify all 3 of these. Like, what are the burdens? What is out of balance? And what is the illusions? Because once we kind of have a better idea of what those things are, then that Tower moment will be a lot easier to transmute, because we are master transmuters. That's what we do. And you guys, being ruled by Venus, tap into that goddess of love, pour love all over the situation for my Libras. It's going to help. Plus temperance, like balance. You guys are all about balance. Okay. So can I get a clarifier for this 10 of Wands, please? Amazing. And the temperance. Nope. Yes, there we go. And the Devil. All right. Moving that out of the way. Okay, you guys. All right. So burdens that we are dropping, okay? This burden has to do with judgment. whatever that means for you. Everyone's going to be a little different. Whatever burden you're holding in conjunction with some type of judgment in your life, it's time to let it go. Allow the universe to work its magic as far as judgment, as far as things coming into, you know, reparations, whatever that means, because everyone's going to be a little different. We cling onto the burdens as if it's our job to bring things to judgment. It's not. It's not our job. We don't have to carry that burden. Our job is to just be here. Our job is to connect to source, God, universe, I don't care what you call it, ultimate, your higher self, it doesn't matter. That's our job. So if we drop these burdens of thinking that judgment is our job, it's not, you're going to be in a much better space. Okay. Drop it. You don't need it. All right. You can just allow that to happen on its own. The universe has your back. You can drop the burdens and know that this will be taken care of on its own. So out of balance, we have the Knight of Wands. So in the Knight of Wands, he's kind of brash, arrogant. I mean, he's fun. He's the life of a party. He's a lot of good energy. He's a lot of fun. When he is out of balance, if we're out of balance with our masculine, or, you know, he can be really arrogant. So maybe what needs to come into balance and temperance for you is, you know, there's a difference between knowing how powerful and strong and amazing we are and being arrogant. They're not the same thing. It's okay to 100% know that you are a divine being on this planet having a human experience, but that's very different from arrogance. So understand that as well, because that can also be a part of this like illusionary energy. But he's a good energy to tap into to come to just help you through this, all these things. You know, he's very brave. He goes for what he wants. He doesn't hesitate. When he sees something that he wants and loves, he will go towards it. It's amazing. So you can tap into him, bring yourself into balance, and tap into his courage about his ability to go towards what is working for him while you're working through some of these heavier energies. Okay, the illusion that we're coming out of over here is Two of Swords. So Two of Swords to me is sticking your head in the sand. All right. It's not wanting to see the choices you have to make before you. It's saying, I don't want to make a decision. Making a decision is hard. It's scary. So I'm going to stick my head in the sand and pretend like it's not happening. I'm just going to pretend that it's not happening. This is where the devil is. This is where he's got you. This is where it becomes problematic, because you're not wanting to see. You don't want to look at. You got to pull your head out of the sand, look at the reality of the situation. And I know that sometimes that's really difficult. And once you can see it for what it is, the illusion, it evaporates. Okay. Because once you see it, it just disappears. It's like being in a funhouse mirror and you know that that's not you. There's a distortion going on. And as soon as you realize that's not you, it just, you know, it doesn't matter anymore. So if you can pull your head out of the sand, the illusion's going to disappear and you're going to know what to do going forward out of this tower moment. And I know the swords are great too, because they have to do with clarity. So you're going to get clarity, but that means you got to look at reality. Okay. But let's get a moonology and see if what energy is actually supporting you through this transition, because it's going to be a little difficult. Surrender to the divine. This is just the best message for what is going on. This, with the energies that are on the board, this is rough. This is rough energy. It can be really hard. Transmuting all this is difficult. Like I said, drop the burdens, surrender to the divine. Because if all of this is happening, it is not happening to you. It is happening for you, and the divine has your back. Okay. So just surrender to that. And I think you guys are going to be just fine. I know it'll be, you know, could be uncomfortable, but you're going to be okay. So if this helped you in any way, please hit the like and subscribe, send it to a friend, whoever you think needs to hear it. And thank you, Libras.